Your Excellencies, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please let's remain standing. Management will be doing the unveiling.
As Minister of Aviation, this was one of the first people that came to my office and told me about all his plans in the aviation sector, from the MRO, then he was just 39. I think he was doing his 39th birthday on that day. And he said he was just establishing an MRO in Lagos. I should come and see it. The Balami University is coming on track and everything. And I said, wow, what kind of young man is with all this energy? And then from then on, I, made it a point to stand by him in all that he was doing. Wow. And here we are. Here we are today. So let me congratulate you. And like I said, for me, it's another feather to my own cap. Yes, really. I feel that this is a massive achievement for us as Minister of Aviation. So I have delivered my own polling booth here, my polling unit. I delivered my own polling unit in this aviation sector. Now, so I congratulate you so much for establishing the Balami University of Aeronautics and Management. And also, I like the name already, Ibuam. That sounds good, Ibuam. And expect my admission letter tomorrow. I will be the first to apply to be there. However, just to say on a much serious note, that this is one of the visions of this government, the government of President Balami, that we should support the growth and sustenance of the private sector, especially in all, in all our different sectors. It's also one of our 5-point agenda. In fact, what we are doing here today satisfies 2 of our 5-point agenda, which is 1, support for our local entrepreneurs within our sector. And the second is human capital development. Those are 2 very key objectives we have in our 5-point agenda in the aviation sector. And so what we have today here is actually a revolution, I must say. Why is this a revolution? It's actually the first in Africa. It's not only in the public and private sector, because what he's doing combines 2, in fact 3 of the critical sectors in the aviation ecosystem. In fact, government has not been able to do what he's doing because we have the flying school in Zaria and we have the African Aviation and Aerospace University, 2 different. And then we're also clamoring for MROs, 3 different sectors, 3 different critical sectors within our aviation ecosystem. The university combines the whole of the 3. It is both a flying school, it is also to produce aviation professionals, and it also has an MRO. It's all 3 in 1 that we have. So he has beaten up to it, he has beaten us to it, but he's a competitor and at the same time, a partner in progress. He's competing with our university, he's competing with Zaria now, the flying school in Zaria. Are you sure? I see your fees. We will review our fees to make sure that you don't beat us to it. We'll review our fees in Zaria. I just want to congratulate him. This is massive. This is huge for our sector. And so on behalf of the Federal Ministry of Aviation and Aerospace Development, I commend you. I also commend the first Vice Chancellor, Vice Marshal retired Professor Paul Jemitola. I know, I have seen what you have done there. I see what you have done there. You have also brought somebody with skill and discipline to take off, for the university to take off, because retired military men are known for that. They are known for their passion for discipline, for excellence. And I think that is why you have zeroed in on him to lead the school. The future of flight in Africa will indeed be very great here. We want to say that we are short-staffed in certain parts, certain areas in aviation. And even Zaria was struggling in those particular areas. And one is air traffic controllers. I just want to make it open to that. We are short-staffed in terms of air traffic controllers. There are so much, they are trained, they are skilled professionals that it's very difficult to produce them. And so we'll have the option now of even retaining those who have retired, extending their tenure, bringing them back on contract terms for them to serve us. So we expect that you concentrate in those areas where we are short-staffed. Like I said, air traffic controllers, there is a dearth of air traffic controllers in our sector. And so really, if you look at it, it's actually complementing the federal government. It's not competing with us. We need him. We need him to produce these professionals for us. Like he said, if you look at all the studies about Africa, Boeing has a study on African aviation. And African aviation is the fastest growing sector. It's going to be the fastest growing sector amongst all sectors in Africa in the next few years. And I don't have the figures with me here, but we are expected to grow so fast within the next few years that Africa will be looking for professionals, looking for pilots, looking for aeronautical engineers, air traffic controllers. So we need to begin to look ahead. We need to be ahead of these dynamics that's coming, this growth that is coming to Africa. And this could not have come at a better time. Welcome to the sector, welcome to the ecosystem, and we hope to work with you together. Thank you.
Which is the unveiling of the Isaac Balami University of Aeronautics and Management. Today, we unveil the Isaac Balami University of Aeronautics and Management, which is Africa's first privately owned university dedicated to aeronautics and management. This is not just a university, it is a revolution designed to shape the future of aviation and leadership in Africa. The International Civil Aviation Organization projects that over 65,000 new African aviation professionals will be needed by the year 2040. Accordingly, our university is a critical institution designed to fill this gap right here on African soil. Our vision, inspired by the grit and innovation of our founder, engineer Isaac Balami, is to combine global standards with local expertise. The Isaac Balami University of Aeronautics and Management intends to redefine what it means to be a graduate, regardless of your chosen discipline, from aerospace engineering to aviation management or computer engineering. Every student will have the opportunity to master piloting and leadership alongside their primary course of study. When you graduate from our university, you will earn your degree, but should also walk away with a private pilot's license, and even options for commercial licensure. You could also walk away with an international aircraft maintenance certification aligned with the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority and the European Union Aviation Safety Agency standards. This is our unique model, offered at a fraction of the cost you get it if you were abroad. At our university, our students will be able to log over 1,000 hours on live aircraft and train with advanced digital simulation technologies from industry leaders such as Boeing, Airbus, and Rolls-Royce. Every tool, simulator, and lab is dedicated to preparing our students not just to fit into the industry, but to shape it. Beyond the academics, we foster leadership through balance. Our campus offers a complete lifestyle experience, defined for extensive sports facilities, gaming facilities, and thereby cultivating men and women who are prepared to lead in the future. The Isaac Balami University of Aeronautics and Management is where pilots will graduate as entrepreneurs, engineers will graduate as innovators, and managers will graduate as visionaries. Our admission process is officially open to students across the nation, Africa, and the world. If you dream of flying, fixing, managing, or leading, this is the wrong way. I invite you to visit our website at www.iboam.edu.ng and apply for the great journey ahead of you. Thank you very much.
I'm here this morning to deliver the Honorable Minister's goodwill message at this historic event. It is a great honor to join you all at this historic event, the unveiling of the first private aeronautics university in Africa, and indeed the first of its kind in the world. I extend my heartfelt congratulations to Mr. Isaac Balami and the entire team behind the Isaac Balami University of Aeronautics and Management. This extraordinary achievement is a bold demonstration of what is possible when vision meets determination. Beyond its pioneering status, this university represents a bridge between dreams and opportunity. For the first time, young Nigerians, particularly women, will have access to world-class education in aeronautics, engineering, and management right here at home. The programs offered at IBOM are designed to blend innovation, leadership, and technical expertise, preparing students to compete and excel in the global aviation and management sectors. This institution is a true testament to Nigeria's capacity for innovation and excellence. Under the renewed hope agenda of His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, and through the renewed hope social impact interventions, RHSII 774, we at the Federal Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development remain steadfast in our commitment to expanding access and inclusion for women across every sector, including those traditionally dominated by men. Through innovative initiatives such as Women Rise, Innovate, and Create, a flagship program under RHSII, we are opening new pathways for women in innovation, trade, and technical sectors, such as aviation. Recent data show that only about 13% of jobs in Nigeria's aviation sector are held by women, a gap this collaboration is designed to close. Our goal is to significantly increase women's participation in STEM and technical fields through education, innovation, and targeted empowerment. In this regard, the ministry is delighted to announce its intention to partner with the Isaac Balami University of Aeronautics and Management to train an initial 100 young women across Nigeria's 6 geopolitical zones, thank you so much, as the first batch of female trainees under this transformative collaboration. This initiative aligns perfectly with our mission to empower women with the knowledge, skills, and confidence they need to compete and lead on a global stage. It is not just about inclusion, it is about transformation. I firmly believe that when we invest in a woman's education, we are investing in the future of our nation. We are building the next generation of innovators, engineers, and leaders who will redefine what it means to soar, not just in the skies, but in life. I commend Mr. Isaac Balami once again for his visionary leadership and unwavering commitment to human capital development. This partnership reflects the power of collaboration between government, private sector, and academia, working hand in hand to build the Nigeria we all envision. As we unveil this historic institution, we do so with hope, pride, and conviction that the future of aviation in Nigeria will be shaped and led by women. The sky is not the limit, it is only the beginning. I thank you all, and God bless the Republic of Nigeria.
This institution promises to redefine the future of aviation education and professional development in Nigeria and across Africa. As an aviator of 45 years experience in this dynamic sector, I am keen about bequeathing a culture of excellence to the next generation of professionals. A university like this will undoubtedly be a veritable tool in ensuring we attract that new generation and start them on a sound foot of aviation knowledge and expertise. Establishing a university dedicated to aeronautics and management at a time when Nigerian aviation industry is expanding and diversifying is both timely and visionary. For many years, one of the most persistent challenges in our aviation sector has been the limited local capacity for advanced technical and managerial training to effectively compete with obtained in advanced climes. Too often, our young people with great passion for aviation have had to seek training abroad at considerable cost. The Isaac Balami University of Aeronautics and Management represent a bold step towards changing that reality. It is my fervent hope that we can produce world-class professionals trained in line with the highest standards. Like he has said earlier on here, you're in university, but you're doing what we call the OJT, on-the-job training, as you go on to work with engines, machines, aircraft, simulators. It's worthy to note. On behalf of the NCA, I welcome this development because it aligns perfectly with our mandate to promote safety, growth, and sustainability in Nigeria's aviation industry. A strong regulatory system depends on the quality of human capital that drives it. The authority therefore looks forward to collaborating with the university in curriculum development, safety management education, and of course, regulatory compliance training. This is very key. This will help ensure that graduates of the institution are not only employable, but also adequately ready to meet industry expectations. Aviation, as a highly technical and safety-driven profession, requires that we invest in its future, in knowledge, in innovation, and in character. The decision of this university to focus on both aeronautics and management is particularly very commendable. Safety does not end in the cockpit or in the maintenance hangar. It also requires effective management, leadership, and sound decision-making. By combining this disciplines, this university is preparing its students to become complete professionals who are technically competent, ethically grounded, and globally competitive. To the founder, my good friend, Engineer Isaac Balami, and members of the governing board, I commend your courage and commitment to this vision. To the staff and future students, I encourage you to embrace excellence, discipline, and safety as your guiding principles. The NCA will continue to support every initiative that strengthens education, professionalism, and innovation within our sector. Thank you.
I believe that today it is with the support of the industry leaders, partners, friends, and families that the university is not just going to be standing as a university. And everybody who have been to the best universities in the world, Cranfield, Embry-Riddle, you will agree with me that you just finished as a degree holder. But today we have a university with the support of the Civil Aviation Authority, the NUC, the National University Commission, accepted and tied the university to an existing aircraft maintenance, repair, and overhaul facility in Lagos. Which means, like the VC did say, you will not just go and just get theory after 5 years and graduate, but you will at the end of the day get every year, every weekend, every public holiday, aside the idea of going for Ramadan fast holiday and Christmas, every other holiday will be spent in the hangar, flying, aircraft engine shop, landing gear shop, structural repair, sheet metal work, avionics, wheels and brake, and so on and so forth. So at the end of the day, you were producing a 21 years old boy or girl that can work unsupervised anywhere in the world. Number 14 of our schedule of tuition has to talk about giving those children competency in digital simulation that qualifies you to actually have the capability to walk from Lagos campus straight into Boeing, Mercedes, Range Rover, Airbus, and you can be useful, Rolls-Royce, Pratt & Whitney. So we are preparing. So what took us 20 years to learn in the industry, we are giving it to our children in 4 to 5 years. Wow. That is the whole idea. And with the support of the NCA, I believe, sir, we can do that. And this is a tall dream that I must give credit to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Commander-in-Chief, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The reason is because it is difficult to see a young person like me and trust us with such a responsibility. We want to assure the President and the Federal Executive Council that we will do our best to make Nigeria and Africa proud with this assignment given to us. IBOM is a response to the skills gap. You've heard the VC say over 65,000 engineers, pilots, and managers will be required in the next 10 to 12 years in Africa alone. Aviation College Zaria is doing very well. We have AFIT is doing very, very well. But they are even producing less than 500 top aviators currently. So there's a huge gap. Ethiopia, South Africa, Kenya, Morocco cannot even meet up 20% of the demand. And as Giant of Africa, with the support of our visionary leader, Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, I believe we can actually do it, sir. We can actually do it. I love my country very much. And today, everything that I have become is because of Nigeria. And that is why, despite my trainings overseas, there was a time when I realized that most of my classmates from Zaria and few Nigerians that followed me to school in America and so on and so forth, they are all working in Qatar, Abu Dhabi, UK, Canada, but we choose to remain here despite the challenges and the hostile environment, because nobody will come and fix Nigeria if not us. And that is why I want to thank everybody here for coming. Please, if I don't acknowledge you, please be patient. There's no time. But we want to assure you, I've met the Minister of Women Affairs is here. She will say a word later. She called and told me that 100 ladies across the 6 zones will be trained in this university every year. I'm very, very happy to actually hear that. The Minister for Regional Development is actually on his way here. He has sent his rep, all the commissions, but you will have to, before your state governor, your ministers, your senators, and the House of Reps can help you, because the tuition fee is not cheap. You know the cost of aircraft, aviation fuel, digital simulations, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and accommodation is not cheap, but you must be qualified. So Nigerians should go out there. The form is now open. You need to subscribe. Then if you subscribe and you make it, then we can now make a case for you by speaking to our leaders across the country to actually help. When I went to the Aviation College Zaria, my parents sold 2 of their properties, one in Maiduguri, one in Shafa, in my village in Borno South. They couldn't pay half of the tuition. At the end of the day, Senator Ali Modu Sharif, the former governor of Borno State, helped me, and I was sponsored in Aviation College Zaria. So it's not cheap. But you must be qualified. We have just a few weeks for you to go online and get registered. And if your parents can pay, fine. If your parents cannot pay and you are qualified, we have leaders here that will actually speak on your behalf. God bless you.
In a short while, so please. the Federal Republic of Nigeria and for the captain of this event, Engineer Isaac Balami. Well, let me Ministry of Defense is also here with us, right? Of this prestigious university, Air Vice, the head table, very distinguished guest, state of the realm. Today, this conference of the Isaac Balami University of Aeronautics and Management, the first of its kind in Africa. Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus himself, the convener and proprietor, Engineer Isaac Balami, to a dream that will inspire generations to come. So ask that we fasten our seatbelts as we hit the runway with vision, with the responsibility, a general par excellence, to soar to greater heights, anchored on excellence in terms of pedigree, and we don't take it for granted. Please, I'd like that we salute as seated on this side of the divide, that we then want to hit the ground running. So we now taxiing for takeoff. A senior military officer, retired but not tired, and the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR.